Well, welcome back today, guys. We're here watching All For Him Racing, wearing my Bent Metal Motorsports t-shirt with the Privia and our good friend, the Rules. So yesterday you guys watched me, let me just fix my mic here. You guys watched me get all the plates on, get the strut blocks on. I showed you the idea I had for the lifted struts. Is it gonna work? I don't know. Is it worth a try? I think so. But that is for a later video because there's some things I'd like to change. And there's things I'm going to change. But we still got to buy material to make the struts. I need about 2 feet of a certain size of round tubing. That's for a later date. But we're just letting the welder get out of limp mode. And now we're going to move on to rule number 13 highlighted. Hoods are to be in stock position. Check. Or removed. We're going to leave it. Hoods are not mandatory. Without hood, use electric fan. We don't have a fan. I'm fine with that. Direct fit fans connected to motor must be removed with a 12-inch hood opening cut. Blah, blah, blah. Hoods must remain open for official's description. So, this one's probably going to open. Now, this is the rule I have it highlighted that we're going to be after. Hoods can be fastened down in a maximum of 8 places. 8 places. This includes threaded rod or with seatbelt, strapping, wire, chain, bolted, or bolted closed using 2x2 angle on single use. So if I use 2x2 angle, I can go all the way down pretty much the fender wells there because it's 2x2 the whole way down. No sleeve, all right, hold on. I'm gonna continue on. I cannot sleeve the threaded rods. Hood panels may be bolted together using a maximum of 10 3/8 bolts with 1/2-inch washers. Hoods / radiator sport can be wired to the bumper in 4 places. The trunk and tailgate fastened down in the same method. Trunks and gates can be fastened down in 3 spots per seam using wires, chains, straps, welding 3x3 by 1/4-inch plate. No threaded rod in the trunk or tailgate. So my argument is this is a hatch. Okay, so what we're gonna do now is we're gonna take my phone. I must be getting old, getting off this chair is getting harder and harder. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a photo of the rules. And we're gonna go to the promoter. And say the 8 spots to tie hood shut does the 4 9-wire to bumper count as 4 of the 8. Well, he's already read my question. 8 spots to tie the hood shut. Does the 4 9-wire to bumper count as 4 of the 8? So if that does, we're going to limit the amount of 9-wire from bumper to hood. I'm ready to see how you put the struts in. Somebody's commented on a YouTube video. So some guy's asking me how I put W-body struts in my Camry. I'm super sorry, but I'm going to take that secret to the grave. Send. Okay, let's see if the promoter gets back to me here. He's read it. He's thinking about it. I'm probably just going to edit out this wait time for him to get back to me. Never mind, he just got back to me. If the wire goes from the bumper to the hood, then yes. But if the bumper goes from... Oh! If the wire goes from the bumper to the hood, yes. If the bumper from the bumper to the core support, then no. Thank you for clarifying the rules and the speedy response. That's how you talk to your guys that write the rules. You be respectful, because guys, they take the time to write them, and how I picture the rules and how they picture the rules is two completely different things. So you have to be respectful for the people that put on the show and write the rules. And I think that is how fast he got back to me. We're talking less than 2 minutes. You gotta love that commitment to the sport. So he says the wire from bumper to core support does not count as tie downs unless they go through the hood. So that tells me we have a lot more welding to do. And what is gonna be our friend here? This 3/4 threaded rod. And I plan to shove this bugger everywhere in the front of this. So, let's bring this car down. We're gonna open up the hood, and we're gonna determine where we need to start welding this 3/4 threaded rod. Easy hood to open. I don't know how they intended it to open, but every time I open it, it hits these wiper cowls. So what I am thinking is that we weld some nuts to the... Okay, will this hold up the hood? Oh my God, the tiniest hood prop in the world. So we're gonna weld some nuts to the actual bumper here, and we're probably gonna do one here and one here for 9-wire to the bumper. So then, don't really want to cut the threaded rod yet. So I'm gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so I think I have an idea. What we're gonna do is we're gonna remove the battery tray. We're gonna remove a couple of the power steering lines, because this thing's not going to have power steering. And my actual plan is to put 3 threaded rods per side to the actual frame and through the hood. I would like to bring them through the dash, but I think they're going to have issues with that. And then, to be a little sneaky, 2 of them are not going to be to the frame. One's going to be welded to the AC pulley, and one's going to be welded to the alternator pulley. And the reason for that is because then I have threaded rod right in the middle. It's still going to hold the hood shut, but if everything comes in, maybe it might kind of try to pull body metal in a little bit more. I'm not 100% sure on it, but it's worth a try. Okay, so let's get some measurements of some 3/4 threaded rod here. Let me get measurements, let me get a couple pieces cut, and we'll come up with some rough ideas here, okay? Well guys, you guys leave me unattended for a little bit, and we do some crazy things. So we have 8 threaded rod through the hood of this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Just like the rules state. And then we have 4 9 wires to the front bumper, just like the rules state. The only problem is that the hood is so small, I can only put 6 threaded rod on the actual frame. These 2 are not to the frame, but the rules don't say that the threaded rod has to go to the frame. The rules say that the threaded rod has to go through the hood, which it does go through the hood. So this one's welded to the, I guess that would probably be the fan pulley, and this one is welded to the alternator. You guys heard that correctly. These 2 threaded rods that come through my hood are actually welded to the alternator and the fan pulley. A little bit different. And while you guys were away, may I show you my tires? I ended up building all my own struts. It's been a hot day, so I didn't film myself doing any of this, but I basically just slid it over and then welded, slid a sleeve over the bottom of the strut and welded new little keepers to it. So we'll go down there and take a look at that. So as you guys can see, we have our 17-inch dirt bike tires on the front of it. But if you notice, there's no real tread left on these. But that doesn't matter because this van is actually rear-wheel drive, not front-wheel drive. I have chose these tires mostly because they were in my way and you can't really run them on a derby car anymore because there's no tread. So we're going to run them on the front of this. Then, right here, we have our home-built strut. And we have our 2x2 behind the struts. And then, well, the rules say stock appearing struts and they must have movement. So everything up here works the way as a strut should. We just have a little bit extra support and we made them a little bit taller and made our own little braces down here at the bottom. And then tie rods are all factory like the rules state. We have not changed anything with tie rods. I think it's time I show you guys the alternator and the fan pulley. It's gonna be a little hard, but I'm gonna try to do it. So this threaded rod right here comes all the way down and is welded to the, basically the fan pulley. And then this threaded rod comes down and is welded to the alternator. And the reason I did that is, why not? I don't know a better place to put them. I probably could have gone all the way down to the chassis down there, but I don't care. It's done. This is on there. It's right in the middle. I'm happy with it. So people are asking me what's left to do on this thing. What is left is I'm allowed 8 pieces of 9 wires or seat belts, and I ended up using one on either side here in the front for the sway bar and stuff like that. So that means I have 6 9 wires left that I can do, and I would like to put them inside the back of this van. So we're gonna figure out what's the best place to put the 9 wire, and then we're gonna put the 9 wire in. And then, so that's probably another thing we're gonna do back there. And then we gotta paint it and put a roof sign. And then I think it's done after that, to be honest. Probably little doodaddy things, like I gotta put a loop kit into it. But that's just nothing. That's 20 minutes to put a loop kit on it. And the best part is I can do that without even taking the hood off. Just put my loop kit right in here. It'll be 20 minutes and that loop kit will be in. So I think we're pretty much done with this. I'll make another video out of the 9 wire in the back and the roof sign, but I think this thing's done. I think that we've done pretty much everything that we can do to make this thing somewhat aggressive in the ring. Is it going to do good? I have no idea. Is it going to turn into the Nissan Quest of 2025? If you guys don't remember the Nissan Quest of 2024, go take a look at it. Disappointment. Hopefully this thing does do better. I put a lot more effort into this than I put into the Nissan. So, I don't know, guys. Leave your comments down below on how you think it's going to be done. And what do you guys think of my random 3/4 threaded rod through the hood? Do you think they're going to let this pass? I don't know. What do you guys think? Leave your comments.